Alright, what is up, all of you beautiful people? It is I, AkemiTCG. We are back here with another podcast of the Yugi Panel. This is going to be our second one. Today, we are featuring a very humble duelist named William G. And he's playing... What deck are you playing?
I'm playing True King Dino without Extravagance.
And this man, this legend, managed to get 6th place at Providence Regional all the way back in February 29th, 2020 without Extravagance. What?
They're just too pricey, so instead I did some spicy taps.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so you ready to see this whole deck? I want to see this whole deck in action. Let's see this whole deck list.
Sure, let's do it.
Alright, you sent me your deck list, and the first thing I've noticed off the bat was the 2 Lightning Storms. Is no Extravagance, but 2 Lightning Storms. Where did you get those from?
So, for one, I traded one because I always wanted just to own one because it's cool artwork and it's a really good effect. So, I traded all my Invoke stuff for one, and then I bought a box, split it with my buddy, and on my half I put a Lightning Storm. So, overall, it was a fair price, fair deal.
Wait, you bought one booster box, and you split half of it with your buddy, and you got one Lightning Storm off of it, so you kept the Lightning Storm?
I got a Lightning Storm and the Gizmic.
And what did your buddy get off of it?
He got the Gizmic, but he just gave them me because he knew I was going to play one for the tournament.
Oh, what a good pal, dude. Give him a shout-out in this video. What's his name?
Shout out to my buddy Silver, then.
What a pal. And then you traded all your Invoke stuff before it went up for another Lightning Storm, right?
Yep.
And
I thought it was worth it at the time because Lightning Storm was going for 150, so it's like,
right.
I'm not using the Invoke stuff, might as well let someone use it and help them.
And in hindsight, that's a good deal because you managed to get top 8.
That is true. Because without the one Lightning Storm, if I didn't have that, I would probably just replace that with Twin Twisters instead.
Alright, let's go this from top to bottom, and then we're going to discuss your regional report from there. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyrannos are... Is there any reason you're not playing 3?
I feel like 3's a little too bricky, because Ultimate Conductor can be searched by Overraptor, and that's pretty much like what you search for is Overraptor or Miscellaneousaurus.
Mm-hmm.
2, I just feel like 2 is the right number. I feel like when Eternity Cold comes out, I may do 3 just to play around because Double Evolution Pill is searchable with the new Jewel Alligator Beast card.
Mm-hmm.
So, for now, 2's perfect.
Okay. Then 3, True King and Nimiza. This should be self-explanatory, right?
Yeah, it's just you target a fire, which most likely would be Miscellaneousaurus, or the Gizmic card. It depends on the situation at hand. Mm-hmm. And a baby, and then you go full combo, essentially, with that.
Have you ever drawn into the True King, but not any of your other fire cards, so it was just a brick in the hand?
No. Every time I had the Fire True King, I always had a Miscellaneousaurus. Most often. Usually I had some reason Overtext, which that also is great because when Overtext is destroyed by a card effect, I search Double Evolution Pill, and it just gives me the Ultimate Conductor Dino really faster.
Oh, I see. Alright, and then 1 Gizmic Kaku.
That helped me steal games, actually, against both my Salad opponents. When they had a Sunlight Wolf and face downs, I did the baits with the Dinos, and then I stole the Sunlight Wolf and poked them for game. It was funny.
Sounds mad cheese. So I could say Salad would be your best matchup because you run the Kaku, right?
I disagree with that. Salad, every time I went against my Salad one, I lost game 1, and then game 2 and game 3 is when the side cards became really useful. Nibiru is such a dumb card right now that once you your Salad opponent do all their combos, because most likely they don't have an out to Nibiru. Mm-hmm. So once you Nibiru them, they end their turn.
That is very true. Salads get destroyed by Nibiru along with many, many other combo decks.
Oh, that is true. Once we go to the side deck, I got a funny story to say with that.
Oh boy. Alright. And 1 True King Lithosagem. It's at 1.
It's only at 1. It's self-explanatory. You pop both babies and you gain both effects engraved.
And then you can yeet your opponent's extra deck.
Yeah, I can see what they're playing and then figure out what's the best cards to stop.
That's absolutely epic, dude. This card is like the reason why a lot of people play Dinos in the first place. When it used to be at 3. Oh man.
I played it when it was at 3. It was great.
It was horrifying.
It was with the Yang Zhang component to it. Oh my god.
Oh, Denglong? Oh man, dude.
Dude, it was insane.
Those were bad times for me personally. It was rough. Everybody, I ran a card game club in my school, and everybody was playing Dinos because we're all broke college students.
Dude, same here. I know the feeling.
And everybody was playing Lithosagem because it was only a super maximum crisis, so it was super easy to pick up.
Yes.
And literally the top 3 decks for like 3 or 4 weeks that the Dinos were on a rampage were all Dinosaur decks. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, there's a lot of like dumb cards for it, especially with Eternity Code. Oh my god.
Dude, Alex B is here, and he says, can confirm, everyone was definitely playing Dino.
Oh, I know. At the time, let's see, that was when I was in high school. I played Dinos. Let's see, my buddy played Heroes. He still plays Heroes. He plays Mystic Mind Heroes now. It gets really annoying, but you got... all my friends play the meta deck, so it helps me learn what each one's weakness, strengths, and components of each of every deck.
Right. Alright, on to the next card. It's going to be Overtex Quadalus.
Overtex is a great card. When it's popped by a card effect or destroyed by a card effect, I search for my evolution pill. Gives me my big die. I only special summoned it once during the tournament. Just for a little flex because my opponent had no monsters on the field, no back row, and I was like, you know what? I know I have game. He even said I had game. I want to see if I can make koalas by doing that, and I did. So I thought it was pretty funny and unique.
Yeah, that card is honestly really good. Just to get your double evil pill and then negate.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the oh my goodness. Yeah, the negate once because my opponent made me go first, so something in my gut told me make Corrales with double evolution penalty. He tried to bait me with evenly, but I also had Lagia on the field, so I used the Lagia, and he's like, I was hoping you used Corrales. And then he scooped that game. And that was against, I believe, the Danger Grenmanju player.
Oh, that's rough. If a Danger Grenmanju scoops against you going second, they had a really bad hand.
Yeah.
That's usually the case.
Well, that's because I OTK'd him game 1, so that's why he wanted me to go first that game. So
I see. So that was like a quick match then. Very quick then.
Yeah, it was like a 10-man match. Nothing long.
And 1 Pankratops, your boy, the legend.
Yeah, it's only at 1, so it's a great card. It goes through the floodgates like Imperial Order. I saw that a couple times. Back row hate like some strike. It's just a good bait card overall.
Just a good going second card, assuming your opponent's playing a deck with only monsters, or with at least some sort of monster. And not Mystic Mind BS, right?
Yes.
Alright. 1 Giant Rex.
All you need is 1. 2, 3, that's too much. It's a hard once per turn.
Mm-hmm.
When it's banished, you summon it's level 4, easily make Lagia Doka. It's pretty much the use of the card.
Mm-hmm. And 3 Miscellaneousaurus. That should be self-explanatory too, right?
Oh, it is. Like, my opponent doesn't read cards, so I normal summon Overwrap to use its effect. My opponent imperms me. And I'm like, Miscellaneousaurus? And he's like, oh, he only thought that affected monster cards. Nope, it affects everything.
Yep. Literally unaffected by opponent's activated effects. Which is pretty much almost everything except for continuous effects.
Yeah. It's a great card. Oh, the banishment, when you banish itself and others, it's so great because that's cost. So in case the opponent like draws or like there's a call by grave, or they try to bait it out, since it's cost, all my dinos will be protected. So in case if they try to like do some negation.
Right. The only time they would be able to call by it is since miscellaneous source is not a quick effect, they'd have to use call by the grave proactively.
Yeah, they would have to waste it immediately, which is fine because most of the time I have a second one in hand. So it's like, okay.
Right. But then I think if you call by it, then
oh no, it's for the whole turn.
It's until the end of the next turn.
I would have games still with my other cards in the hand and field.
Yeah, hopefully, right?
Yeah, that is true.
And 3 Oviraptor, the Stratos.
Oh, dude, it's just the searcher of everything I need. I most likely search for the cards I usually search for is Dinosaurs or Ultimate Conductor. Occasionally a baby if I already have a True King in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's great, and it sends cards to the grave, so I can either send Overtext to add me my double pill, or if I already have a double pill, send the Giant Rex, get the most use of my Giant Rex for the turn, and it's easy way to make quick rank 4s.
All right. Then 3 Baby Cerosaurus.
That's self-explanatory. You basically pop it and you summon an Oviraptor, and then you just full combo up. Same thing with Pteranodon. Only difference is Baby Cerosaurus is level 4 or lower. Pteranodon is level 4 or higher. So some plays, I make a Doka in the extra monster. Oh my god, I can't even say it. Well, the extra main monster zone, and then I banish 2 Dinosaurs, some Pteranodon end phase. I would usually have a Logia and Pankratrops, or a Doka and Pankratrops. So I would have some forms of disruption for the next turn if my opponent made me go first.
Right, and then both of these are very flexible because both of them also include level 4s.
Yeah, so it's
free.
It's a win-win situation for me.
Right. Except for PD, it can't attack this turn, but that's not too big of an issue.
No, that's not big of an issue because I'm only going to use it to summon Pankratops. Most likely, unless if my opponent makes me go first for a second and I have the diagram and I pop T special the Oviraptor, I usually search for the Baby Cerosaurus, normal summon that, and then do full combo, and then before I attack, because I know the Soul Eating Oviraptor cannot attack, I usually do a Link summon with most likely Giant Rex, because Giant Rex can't attack directly either, so
right.
More bang for my buck.
And then your 1 tuner Aeolo, and I'm assuming that's for the Chinbara or Trish plays?
Yeah, those are for the Trish plays mostly. Unless I have OTK potential is when I use Chinbara. Usually, my goal, if my opponent makes me go first, is make True King of all calamities and pray to God they don't have Imperm. Yeah. So then when I declare the attribute, they don't get any of the monster effects for the turn.
So is there a reliable way for you to... Because I know Kaku... Oh my god, Gizmo Kaku is level 9. That's even better. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is better. That's why I played it, because it's 9. It's a fire, so it can be popped with True King. And it can make calamities much easier.
Right. And also, you can also use Trish to make calamities. So, have you ever turned 1... use Trish and then proceed to summon calamities after?
Yes. Usually I would most likely than not I would have the Earth True King on the board, and then I would have 2 level foes and then direct Ailer, make Trish banish the card, and then usually with the card I have banished during the tournament, it showed me what deck they're playing. Like for example, against the Mero matchup, for example.
Right.
When I see a baby or an Oviraptor, I'm like, oh, it's the Mero matchup. Make calamities when it's during their turn, declare fire, so they don't get the Miscellaneous effect in hand.
Wow, that's really good, actually. And then, next, the 3 Droll and Lockbirds for this particular format.
So my friends were playing all Ashes. As you can see, I sided them. I'm like, you know what, I gotta do something different than the normal Yu-Gi-Oh player, because they all play 3-Ash. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's do Droll and Lock. Because it hurts Spirals at the time. It hurts a lot of hero players. Doesn't hurt as much of Salads. Hurts a lot of danger players. So I'm like, you know what? Let's see how it works. And against one of the danger matchups I had, when he used Danger. I think it was
Chupacabra?
Jackalope.
Uh-huh.
It was. It's either Jackalope or Chupacabra. When they get summoned to the field, they draw a card, and then I draw. Then they end their turn because you cannot draw any more cards. So why would they waste any more of their sources?
Right. Might be unpopular opinion, but I believe at that point in time, Drone Lockbird was better than Ash, and mainly because Spyro's running around like crazy, and also
Yeah.
heroes. It kills heroes, dude.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it does. Oh, my friend gets so mad when I draw him. He normal summons Stratos, adds his one card, and I draw. He's like, I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh now.
Also kills rockets too at that time.
I didn't go against any Rockets though.
Oh boy,
So
you didn't play against 3-axis? Oh my god, dude, that deck is insane.
I have no clue what you're talking about, so I gotta do research on the 3-axis. I think I know a little bit because is that with the Burning Abyss cards too?
I think it's like Burning Abyss, Rocket, Danger, and something else. No, it's like and also Safer, obviously. Starly Safer.
Oh, that's fair.
60 card deck,
like
super consistent.
That seems dangerous.
Yes. Terrifying. Alright. And then 2 Lightning Storms.
It's that self-explanatory. I either destroy all attack position monsters or destroy all spells and traps. Usually this is the bay out the back row, just so when I use my Overraptor Dinos, they don't negate it.
Right.
So that's just a bait, essentially.
Mm-hmm. And then 2 Mind Controls. Back then it was at 2, but now it's at 1.
It's a great card because because usually I would target a Link monster, and then if I can't kill them, I make Appaloosa, so I would have some form of negation during my opponent's turn. Or if I steal a level 4 monster, I can make like Abyss Dweller, Gaga Cowboy, my spicy tech of Utopia double or nothing.
Oh, that is spicy.
Dude, that happened against, I believe that was my hero opponent that I did Utopia double or nothing. Because they had 5 monsters on the field. I used Mystic Mine, which we will get to in a second. And he can't chain nothing. And he didn't have Dark Law, so thank God for that.
Yeah.
So then I attacked his Dread Decimator and had just enough. Because there was no boosting of any kind. So I thought that was a big brain play right there.
Dude, that sounds like absolutely an S tier play. Mind Control is so good in heroes in general too, because if you take their plasma, then what are they gonna do? They skill drain their whole field, you know?
Actually, shout out to Josh Gomez for telling me about that. He told me about the goodness of Mind Control because I thought Mind Control was an awful card until he explained to me you could target face down monsters. I'm like, no way. And then I read it, I'm like, huh, you could target face down monsters too.
And also, if you take the Appaloosa, oh man, they're gonna have a good time.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. That's clever because then you could just make your plays and then you have the Appaloosa as reinsurance.
Right. And then you have 2 double evil pills, obviously, right?
The pills is just searchable. If I top deck, I top deck it, but...
And then three fossil digs.
That's the main search of the deck. Most likely I search for Overraptor unless I already have in hand. Then that's my Ash bait. And then if, let's say they don't have Ash, I usually search for Dinosaurs just in case they let that go through. I know we'll summon the Overraptor. If they try and negate it, I just use Dinosaurs. And then combo off from there.
Okay, copy that. Then the 1 terraforming for your plethora of field spells, you're running 3 field spells here. Diagram, Lost World,
running
and
6 if you think about it, because terraforming in itself is a field spell.
Right.
It gets me wherever I need.
Right. Obviously, you're running the 1 diagram, the 2 Lost World, but the Mystic Mine in the main board, how did that treat you?
That treated me great. I had a couple opponents scoop because they don't have an out to Mystic Mine. I don't think much people were prepared for this because most people were signing the Twin Twisters from what I gathered and noticed. So usually if I can't make a board, I have to rely on Mystic Mine, and usually my opponent's like, game 2. And I'm like praying to the Yu-Gi-Oh gods that they scoop.
I see. So it's like kind of like if you resolve this and they happen to play a deck without an out, for example, 3-axis Dragon Link or a lot of Rocket decks, I think Spirals inherently don't have an out to Mystic Mine at that point
No,
in
they
time.
don't.
So it was pretty free, pretty much,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty free. Plus, if they make their big board and I have Mystic Mine,
Mm-hmm.
they can't use any monster effects. So if they have 5 monsters, I can just normal summon Overraptor and do all my plays without any worry of negation.
Right, and it's almost like a Dark Ruler No More on crack because you can just summon, what is it, Ultimate Conductor and go Pentastag, GG.
Oh yeah, oh dude, those were the fun times when I see Pentastag and 5 face down monsters. I'll be like, oh, that's a lot of piercing.
Yeah,
One of my
super
opponents, I can't remember who with Pentastag, had 2 tokens face down and 2 face down. So I made Pentastag a big Ultimate Conductor Tyrant pointing to her, and
Yep.
I'm like 7k. He only had 7k because he used Instant Fusion last on the turn before. He's like, huh, that's exactly the game. I'm like, yes.
free. And lastly, the 3 Evenlies because this is a golden second deck.
Yeah, it's a going second deck. Evilise is a strong card because if not many people have an out to this. And fun fact that I learned is, if my opponent has a token and I use Evilly Match on their field, assuming I have no cards on the field and only it's in my hand, they cannot banish the token, so all other cards have to be banished.
Yep, exactly. Because they cannot banish the token. That is absolutely correct. So if you Lost World cheese them somehow, I don't know. There could be some interaction with that, or they generate themselves a token, then you're in good shape.
Oh, it helped me one game. That's why my locals judge explained this to me. I'm like, huh, I never knew that. He helped me learn a lot of the rules for the regional since it was my first one ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I shout out to Game King's Brandon for helping me out on that.
Oh yeah, shout out to that guy. Alright, your 2 synchros. We already talked about Trish and Chambara.
Yep.
So let's go. I'm going to go kind of skim through this because a lot of this is fairly standard.
Yeah.
There is...
Oh, you know, I just realized we're missing the Utopia Double or Nothing. What happened to that?
Oh, you're missing Double or Nothing.
Oh my god, I'm so salty right now.
Alright, I put it right in. But
Oh.
you did play 1 Double or Nothing in your main build, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you're playing 43?
Yeah, I was playing 43. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I knew I was like, why is this 40? Huh.
Yeah, no worries. People are going to see this. Going to be like, oh, it's alright. Anyways,
It happens, man.
number 39 Utopia Double. How many times have you won the game with Utopia Double at the regionals?
Let's see. I gotta remember. One against round 1. Did that against Salmon Grave.
Mhm.
Screwed up against Danger Luna Lay because apparently you cannot use that against Time Thief Redoer, and I don't read cards, so that kind of screwed me. But I still won that match.
Mhm.
I did it against a lot in the Mero matchup, surprisingly.
Right, because the deck doesn't have anything like an Honest Neos or something to mitigate damage. Well, the deck doesn't have anything like that, so to speak, so it's pretty free.
Yeah. It's just a 10k damage poke game. Or even if I don't make it sure it's game, I usually have Ultimate Conductor Tyranno on field to make sure it will be game.
Right. So Lagia and Doka are the 2 standard bread and butter, and Abyss Dweller standard, right?
Yes, they're the standard. Usually I do Doka, then Lagia, then if I'm going for the grind game, I have to do Abyss Dweller or the Utopia, so I have versatility.
And then Cowboy for the time games.
Cowboy is for time, or if my opponent has less than 800 life points and I can make Cowboy, I'm going to make Cowboy.
Right, because you
it may
scare
do them dirty.
Right.
But you know what? A win's a win.
You scare them thinking it's going to be safe, but in reality, they're not safe.
No, and no one expects Cowboy as much as back then.
Yeah, right. And Boro Low Dragon. So I'm actually looking at your...
changed the Boro Sword.
Right.
I didn't even use it once in the tournament. That's going to become Boro Sword. I was told Bolo's better against the Spiral matchup, so that's why it's in there.
I think it's also really good against the... against BLS, too.
Yeah, it can't be targeted by monster effects, so...
Can't be targeted. And also, Borolo can take their BLS and also take their Boro Sword. Take whatever you want, actually.
Yes, that is true.
So everything else, it's standard. Obviously, the Pentastag and the IP Masquerena Nightmare package with
Yeah,
Appaloosa.
yeah. The IP package is usually for the Appaloosa, making sure it's protected by cannot be destroyed by my opponent's card effects.
All right. So I have. So before we go into the side deck, I have like a little story with this deck. I have a
Ooh,
little bit
do
of
tell.
PTSD from Dinos because back at my regionals in Hartford, I was stolen from a topping by a Dino deck, and how he did it
Oh,
was so clever, so clever. So he goes into battle phase, he kills one of my cards, and I'm thinking I'm safe because next turn I have a Monster Reborn in hand, and I'm ready to go off, right?
yeah.
And he goes main phase 2, he summons Exciton Knight, Evil Swarm Exciton Knight.
Oh, that's so. Oh, I know
That's so
what's
cheeky.
happening.
Nukes my board, right? Then proceeds to summon Gravity Controller after with the Exciton Knight, and then under him was a Lagia and an Ultimate Conductor as well. He did all
Oh
that during
man,
main phase 2.
dude, that it's such a versatile deck. It's like when your opponent thinks that you are out, you're really not. As long as you have the main pieces to set up for yourself for next turn.
Right, exactly. So, so anyways,
It
PTSD from the deck and sideboard. Did you want to say something?
Oh, before we get to the cyborg,
Yeah.
I did make a mistake in the main deck. I did play 42. I just looked up right now. I only played one evolution pill.
Okay,
Not
one
two.
evil
Two,
pill.
two
Okay.
was for the next format. So my apologies for that. I'm checking back. My memory is not the best since this was 2 months before the whole virus crisis.
Okay, no worries. Anyone in the chat, anybody watching, this is the complete Dino build. I believe everything is correct here.
Yes, everything is correct. I am triple, quadruple check. Everything is correct.
Okay, copy. Alright, let's go into the sideboard. Obviously, we played 3 Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh my God, Drainer Rock Johnson was MVP. Let me tell you, I used him like literally 5-6 times. There was so much Drain the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I got rocked 5 or 6 times that regional, so it felt really bad.
Let me guess, do they rock you when you summon LP and they're like rock?
Well, one guy rocked me correctly. The other guy waited till I summoned Gamma Seal to rock me, but I'm like, Gamma Seal negate. And he
Oh
reread Gamma
man,
Seal, and he just like had a facepalm moment.
dude, we all have those moments, man. I had it
Yeah.
when I used Utopia Double or Nothing onto Time Thief Redoer.
Yeah, and then he hit the right card in the top of your deck, right? And then you died.
Yeah.
Yep, it'd be like that. Whenever they
Yeah,
hit
it
a
does.
trap, it feels really bad.
Hmm.
Alright, 3 Ash Blossom. So, do you take out Drolls to play Ash, or do you play both of them at the same time? I don't know how you do that.
I take out Drolls for Ash in case Drolls not as effective. Like Ash is great against the Altergeist when they use. I think I'm gonna say the name of the card wrong. Personal spoofing when they for a card an Altergeist card to add multi-faker.
Yeah, correct.
That's the only time. But I got no Altergeist matchups, unfortunately. Which surprisingly, that's my weakest matchup in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Alton guys are your worst nightmare, honestly. Any sort of
Unless I have
control
Lightning
deck,
Storm.
right. And like even so, right? Sometimes they have that solemn judgment, and you can't really do anything about that unless you have 2 lightning storms in hand. Then you go off.
No, dude, that'd be crazy. That happened to me at locals one time. Oh man, those were the days.
And then 3 Dink Ruler no more, obviously.
Everyone is making combo decks, so go second, activate that. As long as they don't have Imperial Order or some Imperial Order, I'm pretty much safe.
Right, because you can just play Dark Ruler no more than summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno and attack everything, and that's it.
Yeah, I just poke them each and then make my board for next turn, which usually is like the Lagia, the Dolka. It just depends on where's the best situation for the matchup.
Have you ever Dark Ruler no more someone, then proceed to evenly match or Lightning Storm them?
Yes, I have actually. I don't. Who was that? I believe that was one of my other mirror matchups I did. Because he made, get this, he made IP, Lagia, and Ultimate Conductor. I'm like,
Oh man,
huh.
that's rough.
So then I'm like, Dark Ruler no more. He's like, He gave me the thumbs up. He was impressed. He's like, kill me. And then I proceeded to win that match.
Because he already used all his resources to summon everything, so how is he going to recover?
His resources, he had no cards in hand, no cards on, no face down like spells or traps. So it was like, okay, I could do full combo. It's a really good card. Wire does not do the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wire does not, like, you don't take the damage, but it does damage in the future, if that makes sense.
Of course, it's all about, let's break your board now, and then in the long term, let's see if your deck can grind out to my deck.
Exactly.
Right. It's really good. I love this card to death. I hate it when it's played against me because I play combo. Like, literally, this Hadoken card, I mean, it looks more like a Kamehameha, but... And this Dwayne The Rock Johnson are the worst nightmares for
Dude,
combo
it looks
decks.
like the Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it does. Alright, 2 Twin Twisters.
So in case I see Mystic Mind, because Lightning Storm, you have to control no face-up cards.
Yeah, correct.
So that and it's back row hate against like the salad players. That's why I play her.
Right. Okay, and then 3 Infinite Impermanence, obviously.
In case my opponent makes me go first, or if I think they're gonna, I side out the evilies, put the imperms in.
Ah, okay, that's smart. Because that way you have things to do first. Because Evilly is not good going first at all.
No, it's a dead card, and you can't have dead cards.
But Imperm is amazing going first or second. Doesn't matter. If they
it
have
doesn't matter. It's versatility.
Right, like let's say they have the normal summon Vanity's Fiend. You can't out it unless you have Impermanence. There's no way you can out it unless you have Imperma Dark Will and no more.
Dude, my buddy John was playing anti-meta, and oh my god. He plays the Vanity Stun. So usually he plays Boulder, Bosso down. It's like, oh my god. I'm lucky I didn't deal with any of those type of opponents, but I can only imagine for those who went against them, I feel the pain.
Yeah, sometimes, like, when you go to regionals, depending on your matchup, sometimes you can just have, like, for whatever reason, play against all Altergeist players, you know?
Oh, dude.
That would have been horrible.
That's just a bad day if that happened to me.
Like, it's grindy, it's long, like... I know a lot of people that love playing Altergeist, don't get me wrong. But I just can't deal with that.
I like Altergeist. Because one of my first decks before I truly loved Dinos was True Draco. And True Draco is essentially you summon one or two monsters, have 5 back rows, see if they can get around it.
Right, and not just that, but like, whatever your opponent does, you get a plus off of it. You got Ignis, you get something. You got Magislayer, you get something out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So
it was because I'm not the smartest guy, so combo decks I'm not strong. So once I learn the combo, then it gets me more enjoying of the deck.
Right, so it's more. Remember, bottom line is Yu-Gi-Oh! It's about having fun, right? Like finding your playstyle, and you're like, oh,
Absolutely.
Some people love control, some people love like beat 'em up, smash 'em up decks. Like this deck, I love this deck.
Oh, it's such a fun deck. I enjoy this. Plus, I like Dinosaurs. I don't know, maybe because I'm a history major, and I like old stuff.
Right, and then lastly, the One Red reboot, obviously.
That was just for Altergeist people, honestly. And I didn't see any, so it didn't... Actually, no, I'm wrong. So during the Salad matchup, I had this, I top decked it for my 6th card. I'm like, okay, I know he has Roar, that's the counter trap, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, and then he had Baylings, because he didn't make Sunlight Wolf, because I don't think he had enough. But he had full back row. So I normal summoned the Overraptor, and I had Missile Source in hand, so most likely I was going to send the Giant Rex and go straight. He had no cards in hand. So he used Row, and I'm like, red reboot from hand, play half my life. And he's like, huh. And he had no out to her. So I proceeded to 10k onto 500 attack Baylings. It was pretty epic.
Jesus Christ, dude, what a monster. Like, Red Reboot's still an extremely cardless format, and honestly...
Oh, it is great. I don't think it should be at 1, but that's just me personally.
Right, but that was because... That was the only reason why a lot of people didn't want to play Control anymore, because Red Reboot's at 3. So...
Yeah, no, I understand why. I just think maybe, like, for example, like Penguin Top.
You were talking earlier about Dino Wrestler Prankotrops. My apologies for interrupting, but what happened then?
I think it should go. It should be at 2, not 1, because it's a good. It gets rid of floodgates. That's what the main purpose is. No one's gonna use it just for the attack. It just gets rid of the floodgates so you can start doing your combos. But again, that's just me.
What I like about Pankratops a lot is it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. Like your opponent has to do something about it, or like, not gonna lie, every time somebody summons Pankratops against me, I get a little bit sweaty. I'm like, wait, when is he gonna use the effect? When is it gonna happen, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's the bait. It's like the biggest bait in Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly.
Right.
You just special Prankotrops if your opponent controls a monster, and then you play mind games with your opponent. It's like, what should I do?
Right, and it's an easy out to Appaloosa, because most of the time, people use 3-card Appaloosa. That's only 2,400, and you just run it over.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
So free, dude. Because it's an
Like, I can
inherent
see why
summon.
that's at 1.
Right. So Pankratops is a very, very good card. Absolutely. Now we're gonna move on to. I'm gonna have the screen shown. Boom. All right. These are your Providence regional matchups. I have them up on the screen right here for all of the viewers. So I'm just gonna skim right through all of them, just for any of the listeners, and then we're gonna go one by one about each of the matchups. All right. Sound good?
Yeah, go ahead.
So round one, Salad, you won, 2-1. Round 2, Danger Lunalites, 2-1, you won that one. Round 3, Sky Striker, 0-2 loss. Round 4, True King Dino, so the mirror match, 2-0 win. Round 5, Salamangreat, 2-1 win. Round 6, Grenmaju, 2-0 win. Round 7, Heroes, 2-1 win. Round 8, mirror match again, 2-0 win. And then Spiral, 1-1 draw. So let's start way from the top. So
it was first opponent. I had the shivers. I was nervous. First time competing. Lost game 1, and then game 2 and 3 I Nibiru twice, and then that's pretty much it. Once you Nibiru your style player, once they overcommit, you Nibiru and and then it's their turn to shine.
It's kind of weird, right? Because they make the board, but they don't have roar until the next turn, so they have no forms of real negation. At least I don't think so.
No, they don't. No, there's not any forms, but unless they play Prohibition, that'd be interesting.
Or Exchange.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, what's the card that Danger players play on? The chair dragged down by the grave.
Yeah, that card is really good in Orcus.
Oh,
Very good in Orcus.
it's a great card.
Alright, so 2-1 you won because Dwayne The Rock Johnson came to your side.
Yep, during the Rock Johnson.
Wait, you hard drew them twice?
Yeah, I remember too. Game 2, it was the second card in my hand, and game 3, it was the 4th card in my hand.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Sal would like to go first because they build the bolts quicker.
Right.
So I let him do his combos. I used Nibiru, and that was pretty much it because War is useless, Rage is useless.
Absolutely. Game 2, Danger Lunalites. I mean, round 2.
That one I don't remember as much. The only thing I remember is me using Utopia Double or Nothing onto Time Saver Doer. That was my mistake. But in the end, I prevailed because then I'm like, oh, link someone to Phoenix, pop the Tiger because Luna like Tiger is a dumb card. I'm glad that's banned.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had no other plays after.
It's kind of like that's their biggest choke point of the deck. But if you don't stop Tiger, you're in for a lot of trouble, man.
Oh,
so
dude,
much
I
trouble.
did not know Tiger was a soft once per turn. I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. I see why that card gets abused.
Because you Tiger, get something back, then use Calladio check, bounce the Tiger back to your hand, use Tiger again.
Zephyros bounces back. Oh my god.
It's so free.
It is.
Alright, Sky Striker, 0-2 loss.
We do not discuss that. My buddy who played Sky Striker before Engage got banned was really disappointed in me. I just kept getting hand trapped. It was like hand trap after hand trap after hand trap. Let's see, I remember this. I got Ash, I got Ballard, I got Ghost Ogre, and I got Haunted Mansion. That I was like, okay, I got DD Crow, I got Imper. It was like 3 Sky Striker monsters, and the rest were hand traps and Sky Striker spell card.
That sounds exactly like a Sky Striker deck, man. That's exactly what it does.
I kept saying Widowacre 2, my big dino kept getting taken from me. I'm like, oh.
You really can't do much about it because this deck is very aggressive. This is an aggro deck, not really control, not really combo, very aggro.
No.
So
yeah,
it loses to control.
Draw my Twin Twister. And
Right.
actually, no. When I had Lightning Storm game 1, but it doesn't matter because he only sets. He was smart. He didn't set like usually a Sky Striker player sets like 3 full cards. He only set 1 or 2. I'm like, I was dang. And then he always had a way around my play. So it's okay. I can't beat Sky Striker to save my life. So I accept that.
Yeah, definitely a smart Sky Striker player is very big brain. Like, there's actually huge nuances between a decent Sky Striker player and a really good one. Like, you can just watch their plays and see what they do with the cards in their hand.
Local, this dude named Ross is incredible. He's playing right now Sky Striker True Draco. It's really insane.
It's actually a really good deck. Alright, anyways, let's go to the... This is the first mirror match. You played 2 mirror matches here. Do you remember any of those?
Yes, I do. One of them I called Judge because it was a declaration of attack, and he already declared it. He's like, no, I'm changing that. I'm like, you can't change a declaration of attack when you said I attack this. You can't just back. It's now YCS Denver. You can't just change attacks. So I called Judge agree with me, and luckily, his mistake helped me in the long run. So that's the match. He's a good kid overall. I enjoyed the matchups.
What did you declare an attack on? Was it a wrong card?
So and I had the Fire Owl. So he attacked that. I'm like, why is he doing that? I was like, I probably must have been like a pure mistake because at the I think we were both 3-1, maybe 4-1. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of pressure, I guess, and pressure must have got to him. It happens. I told him, dude, it's okay, but just don't do it again. And from what I heard, he made top 64, so I'm very happy.
There we go. All right. Next is another Salad player, 2-1.
Yeah, that was the one with the red reboot. That was pretty much the only special thing against him. His mother was sitting right next to him, and I apologize to the mother for beating his son.
Sorry for kicking your child's ass in a children's card game.
Yeah. What was interesting, though, one of his side cards was Ghost Match, and I'm like, that's actually really...
Wait, Ghost what?
Ghost Match, the trap card.
Well, oh, in Salamangreats? Oh wait, that's good because they're all Cybers cards.
Yeah, it was genius. No, I think you're thinking of Rivalry. I think Gozen's the attribute one.
Oh,
they
fire.
Have to have the same attribute. Yeah.
Ah, I see.
And I played different types. I played Earth, Dog, Fire, so that was pretty smart.
Wow, that's interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
I gave him prep. Unfortunately, I had Lightning Storm in Red Reboot, so it's like. But if he had that, I may have lost that.
Right. Alright, next we're looking at a 2-0 Gren Maju. That was a swift 10-minute game, right?
Yeah, that was a quick and nothing too special about it. He had no Gren Maju. He didn't get any auto extravagance. It was just awful luck on his part.
Okay, copy. And then you have the Heroes 2-1 win.
So game 1, I won with Mystic Mine. He had no out. Game 2, my team was trash. So I had the Mystic Mine. So it was just, I lost. I kept drawing. He drew the Twin Twisters, and I game 3 he went first. I Nibiru'd. Heroes don't even have an L2 Nibiru.
Right. Okay.
So, it wasn't as exciting, but it was interesting because my buddy played from. Well, I have to stop. What not to stop.
Okay. Copy. There's something weird going on with the internet, so you're cutting off and in. Is your internet all good?
Ah, I'm sorry about that.
All good.
Is this better?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Perfect. Let me know if it does that. I apologize. My
Yeah.
mother's probably using the internet herself right now.
Yeah. All good. All right. Round 9 against the legend himself, the guy that won the regionals. 1-1 draw.
It was a match. Obviously, when he told me he was undefeated, I'm like, I can't defeat him. Even though I knew I could, but it was just game 1. I had the OTK. Game 2, he had the OTK essentially, and then game 3 was just back and forth, and we ended in a draw, which is fine. I had an interview with him afterwards, and he's a great person, great human being. I enjoy Jahari.
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of good stories about that guy. He's a very, very good duelist.
Once I did more research, I seen he's in a bunch of YCS, like the YCS Las Vegas that was the one before that. I'm like, oh, that's the dude who interviewed. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so overall you did very well. You got 6th place.
Yep, I got my playmat. I did not get the deck box. I really wanted the deck box, but
Wait, why didn't they give you the deck box?
Deck box is top 4.
Oh man. So top 4
8
deck
is
box,
the
top
mat.
8 playmat.
And the playmat's trash, in my opinion, because I think at Ignis is the shit.
Yeah. Oh,
But that's just me.
It's not the IP one. It's not the Appaloosa one, right?
No, it's not. It's the at Ignister, and it doesn't even have like there's one Ignister that's missing. I can't remember which one. So it's like it's not even a good playmat, but it's good for memories.
Absolutely. Anyways, we're gonna go on to the next segment and the final segment of this stream. It's almost been an hour, 52 minutes. We did take a 5-minute break, but we're gonna go into his new build. So you've built a new version of this deck for Master Rule 5.
Yeah, so it's still a work in progress, but I've been testing, and so far I like this at the moment.
Okay. Now, first thing I've noticed is you cut this down to 40 cards instead of 42,
Yes.
and you're playing a plethora of different cards here.
Yeah, it's gonna go back to 42, I think, but I want to see if I can do 40. Personally, I like to play 3 of each hand trick. Plus, this Tyranno Infinity is in there because I love Utopia Double or Nothing, but I have to be realistic about this format. So that's why the Infinity's there for the moment. I only have 1 Fire True King at the moment. I may put that back at 2 because I don't see that as often. I had 2 Lost World, but now it's at 1. That may go back to 2. There's just so many things I gotta learn. Everything's the same. The Drill Beast Alligator is different because a lot of people tell me it's a 3, but for me, I think it's a 1 because my normal summon Papa Baby, which in this is why I play 2. So apologize for back then. Maybe that's why I got all mixed.
Right.
The Evil's the same. The Mine's the same. I play 2. I feel like this format is gonna be a lot of combo, so I feel like it'd be huge format. Because I don't know what this one is.
Mm-hmm.
The specialty card is having this Agatis. It's a level 9 as well, so it is also a calamity target possibly. But if this card's synchro, I can draw cards equal to the number of monsters used for the synchro. So usually I would draw 2 because it's only 2 non-tuners. And then, so whenever I draw, assuming it's probably more dinos or hand traps, which is all the great. And I can continue off. And then during the end phase, well, not end phase, during the end of the main phase, calamities for turn 1.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta pick your poses. Do you want more cards in your hand, or do you want to neg your opponent and know what your opponent's playing? It's like, where he thinks, oh, if you go second and make this, you could discard 2 cards and pop a card on the field, which is still good.
Yeah, definitely still very good. It also gains 500 attack and defense for each card in your hand, too. So, if you have, somehow, 5 cards in your hand, it would be a 4,000 beater.
Yeah,
I mean, not 4,000.
3,500.
Right.
Math. Don't we all love math?
Of course.
I also play number 60, Yugioh, the Timeless.
Oh,
Just
man.
imagine having a 10k beat stick Infinity on the field, and then you double that to 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's great for the grind game. And instead of bow or load, I'm doing bow or sword just for the FTK potentials. And like you can attack twice by a monster defense position and gaining the attack boost.
Yeah.
Overall, it's a really good card. If I had to change anything about the extra deck, maybe get rid of the Ravenous Crocodile, but again, that's just testing this what to do. But if I had to replace that with Tornado Dragon.
Oh, right. Because still, regardless, even though you're playing Lightning Storm, you're not always going to have it. So sometimes back rows can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, and pretty much the side decks. I played the Durn and Bear in case if it's really a combo heavy deck. The 2 Drills, in case if it's not a combo heavy deck, Ash is useless, I can replace 2 and 2. Makes more sense. 3 Doctor no more, it's essential, it's still great going second. This time I put Call by the Grace for Disruption.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that the region I'm like figuring out, keeping the side for now. I may take this out for the 2 Naberu. I'm still figuring it out. The 2 Twin Twisters are still the same, the 3 Impermanent, the 1 Red Reboot. Everything's pretty much the same.
So I have a hot take here, and I want your opinion on it.
Sure.
So I think you should main Imperm over Ash. And my reason for that is, if you're going second anyways, Imperm's always going to be live, correct?
That is fair, but my issue is I lose 2 double evolution pills.
Oh, you lose 2 fire targets for double evolution. Well, not 2 fire, but like 2 targets, right?
Yeah, I lose 2 targets. Plus, if I have it in my hand and I have the Fire True King, it helps. Like, I see where you're coming from with the Imperm, but I mean, I'm gonna use your advice. I'm gonna test that out as well.
Yeah, because Call by the Grave, everybody in the mom is playing that, right? So sometimes even Ash isn't safe. And also in the future, 3 Tactical Talents, that's going to be rough, man.
Oh my god, that's a dumb card. I can't wait when that comes out.
It's like
gonna be worth,
3 Tactical Talents, I'm just going to be playing Imperm, no Ash.
Oh, when that card comes out, I'm playing 3 of that. I'm going to say right now. Playing 3 Tactical Talents.
It's insane, dude. Such a good card.
I may take out Ash altogether because of it.
Yeah, then you have to find new targets for Double Evil Pill.
I would. I may put Droz in. I don't know. It's still... That card's not coming out until September, so I got at least 1 to 2 more ban lists to worry about.
Well, it might be October, even, because of the delay right now. With all of this. Like, I actually looked up and confirmed that Eternity Code is delayed. We don't have a date yet. Still. Which sucks.
That does. Oh, I learned my Drew Alligator is a secret, so that makes me sad.
Yeah, you gotta wait. Well, I mean, like, look at the card, man.
It looks great. Well, I've seen some people from Europe having this, so I don't know. Do I be patient or do I pay high for this one card?
Wait, what do you mean Europe having? Like, as in people in Europe already have Eternity Code?
Yeah.
What?
I sent you images of the cards that people are. Europe didn't get delayed from what I saw.
Wait. That's actually big news. Wait, like, That's big
If
news.
not, I will show you them like right now. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you showed me the Gravedigger's Trap Hole, which is a very good card.
Yeah, that let's see. I got you on that. I'm gonna
Any shots of the new Starlight rares? Because we're getting a 5th one instead of.
I'm pretty sure this is a Star Ray where I'm about to send you. You tell me if it is. You tell me if it isn't. There you go. Sent.
All right. Let's see. We're taking a look at this new spice. So Eternity Code in Europe is. Wait, yeah, that's definitely a Starlight rare for sure.
Yeah. So my friend he got on the Facebook page called Tool Bag Tuesdays.
Yeah. So I'm thinking definitely the Dragon Maid card is a Starlight rare for sure.
Oh, I love that anime. That was my mat actually. Was a Dragon Maid combined with Senko the Fox combined into one play mat.
So definitely the Dragon Maid. Definitely, the. God, what else is in Eternity Code? I'm like blanking out.
Let's see. I don't know about the Drew Alligator base. Access Code. Oh god, I can't. The Cold Talker. That one's gonna be really good. I may play that as well in the extra deck.
All right, I gotta read up on this. I'm gonna give me 1 second here. We're still live, but let's read up on this before we have to.
Yeah,
end this.
absolutely.
All right. Okay, English cardless. We are up, and we are Adam, and we got. So let's see. Arch Nemesis are all gonna be ultras, which is great. I love the Arch Nemesis cards.
I don't know what they do, but I hear they're really good.
Oh, Arch Nemesis? So, you can summon them from your hand by banishing 3 face-up monsters with different types you control or in your graveyard.
So what you're saying is this is good for Light Swans.
But the other one, there's 2 Arch Nemesis. One is different attributes and one is different types. But the kicker is you can declare one type on the field. Destroy all monsters on the field of that type.
So it's a tribe infected virus in a way?
Wait. It gets better. Also, neither player can summon monsters of that type until the end of the next turn.
Oh, that's epic.
That's epic. And then Protos is different. Protos is neither player can special summon monsters of that attribute for that turn until the end of that next turn. So there's one for each stroke or each bloke. So to speak.
Maybe a spicy tech of my dinos. I play one of them with a best.
And also Protos is a worm. So shout outs to Tenny.
Oh my god, that's Tenny's gonna be an interesting deck.
Oh, Tenny's are very good. So good. So good.
However, my Master Wheel 5 deck, besides Dinos, is gonna be my Fluffles. As you saw in the duel that who knows when you upload it, but
no, it's not gonna be uploaded anytime soon. But we can do some duels with Fluffles, and then we can have you just talk about it too if you like.
Sure.
At some point. All right, so let me look at the secret rares in this set. I
didn't send you the list of that too. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, I have it on me. So Gravediggers, right? The trap hole.
Yep.
That could low-key be a prismatic because we did get the Storm Dragon's Return as a prismatic. So maybe not.
Dude, that's such a dumb card. I just want to own it just because 2,000 bird damage. That sounds good lit.
And I think Marintis, the Great Bubble Reef, it's a super, but it might be a prismatic as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me read Access Code Talker. Let me read this card.
Oh, that's a great card. Access Code Talker is great for my Dino deck. It's now once per turn pop.
Gains attack equal to the monster link rating times 1,000. Whoa, that's a lot. All right, you can target...
Look at the materials. All you need is 2+ effect monsters. So usually I do Unicorn and something else.
You can banish one link monster from your graveyard, field or graveyard. Does not target. Wow. But for the rest of the turn, you cannot banish cards with the same attribute to activate the effect. Oh, I like that last sentence. That's very good. Your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to the activation of this card's effects.
Yeah, it's a really good card. That's why it's either that or the Ravenous or Tornado. Yeah, it's like I have to do a lot of testing.
Okay, that's definitely a really good card. I'll keep an eye out for Access Code Talker. We got a new Invoke
Hook
card.
me up with one because you seem to have amazing luck on your polls.
We shall see. We have Girsu the Mech Orcus Knight, obviously. That may be a prismatic as well.
Oh,
And
yeah. Is it true that there's some dumb OTK combo? Like first FTK combo with that? With the Mech Knight Field Spell?
I'd have to look in. Wait. I think, but I know some people have actually resolved World Legacy Scars and permanently lock your opponent out of the extra deck before.
Oh, man, that's
crazy.
That's
rough. And the Arcosaur, I'm assuming that's a Jewel Beast.
Yep, that's the Jewel Beast. That's the Seeker, unfortunately.
Wow, that's going to be a great set. Link Cross is going to be in there too. That card is really good.
Oh my god, I forgot that there.
Link Cross, dude.
One of the Plunder Patrols is a Seeker.
Right. That may be a prismatic too. We don't know.
That's true. Oh, you know what they would do? Deep Sea support. One of them, because one of them's a Seeker, so I could see them doing that.
Yeah, we can go on for days about what could be a prismatic, but because we're getting a fifth one, we're getting a prismatic that Japan doesn't have. So that's going to be very interesting. All right, Will, it's been a good hour. You have any last words? Any final words?
Can I do a couple shouts, if that's okay?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Awesome, I appreciate it. I'm going to first shout with the people who came with me for the Providence Regional. Both names are Josh Gomez and Jonathan Vieira, my two homies. That's such a blast. It was such a fun day. I'm also going to shout out to my locals, Game King in Fall River. Come check us out. It's fun. Yugioh is Tuesday nights and Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
I like to thank the judge Brandon there who helped me, all my friends there who explained plays that are legal, plays that are illegal, like with the Spiral Agent into Appaloosa. They can't do that, is what I learned that.
Right.
If I did not know that, I think my opponent may have gone away with that.
Oh, right, because Super Agent's the same name, and Appaloosa you can't use it. Right.
Yes. Even he made a mistake. He's like, oh, never mind. It happens. I'm just glad that little things like that help me keep myself alert.
Right.
I appreciate your time, Akemi. It means a lot, you having me on. Thank you so much.
All right, everyone, thank you for joining us on another episode of the Yugi Panel. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you didn't like it, let me know why. Dislike it. Don't really care. Whatever you do, it's fine. And make sure you hit that bell notification. Don't forget. And it's time.
Time to duel.
See you guys next time.
See ya.
The world ends now.